Hi, I'm Jennifer, here with another Machine Minute brought to you by Baby Lock and the Symphony Machine. When it comes to joining rows together for our quilt tops, we've been taught to nest our seam allowances together and most commonly to place a pin so that it goes through the seam allowance on both the front and the back to hold it in place. But sometimes when it comes to sewing at the machine, when you join those rows together, you get just a little shift between that seam and you're not happy with how it lines up. I've got another pinning trick for you to try. It's called the stab pin method. Where your seams come together, rather than placing the pin through both seam allowances, stab one pin right through the seam allowance and then directly into the seam allowance on the opposite piece. And just keep it in there straight like that. Don't bend it back as you would normally. Then place your pins in on either side of the seam allowance. That way that stab pin will hold those seams perfectly together. When you're ready to sit down and sew that seam, keep the stab pin in place until just before your presser foot hits that spot, and your seam should come together perfectly. Give it a try.